We're not getting into the sandwich debate right now. I don't want to start all that. Let's take a look at what's happening news-wise then. We'll bring you all the stories you need to know about. The Bank of England has left its interest rates the same in a surprise move. It had been expected to raise the rates to try and curb inflation, but figures showed an unexpected fall in inflation yesterday. It means a slight sigh of relief, I guess, for people with mortgages, but that may not mean the rate rises are over. The decision was made by the narrowest of margins, 5 votes to 4. We'll get the latest from Sally Mitchell, who's from The Mortgage Mum. Sally, good afternoon. Great to have you with us. First of all, can you explain what's actually happened then in the last 24 hours with both inflation and interest rates and how they're linked?
Yeah, of course. So inflation has been rising exponentially, and the way that the Bank of England control inflation is by manipulating interest rates. And the easiest way to bring down inflation, they believe, is to increase interest rates, base rates. So that's why we've seen 14 successive increase in the base rate over the last year since the amazing autumn mini budget. And it really has hit everybody incredibly hard. Now, it was expected yesterday that the latest inflation figures would actually show a slight increase. And based on that, the very clever people, the economists, said, well, that will mean that we'll definitely have an increase in the base rate because we need to really jump down on inflation. The government target is 2% inflation. And as we know, at the moment, it's 6.7. So we've got a long way to go. Inflation actually went down by 0.1%. Not a huge margin, but when they thought it was going to actually go up, they were quite surprised and very pleased, I would say. So that meant that the powers that be suddenly said, oh, do you know what? I don't think it will go up. I think we can afford to just have a pause, have a break. Let's have some respite and let's see how it pans out in the next month or so. Because the danger when they keep hiking interest rates to control inflation is that you have the danger of throwing the country into recession, which no one wants. So it's a really fine balancing act. And they've obviously feel, 5 to 4, that it's working and they should just take their foot off the gas for the next month or so and see where it takes us. But don't be fooled, anybody. If things don't go the right way, if inflation doesn't come down significantly or enough in their minds next month, then we could be facing another interest rate rise. And I think we will see it go higher before it stops and starts to descend again.
OK, so as temporary as it may be then, who benefits from today's news then, Sally?
Well, anyone who's on a standard variable or looking at going onto a tracker rate because things are staying the same. There's not the majority of people on mortgages who have mortgages are on fixed rates, so 80%. So I'll deal with those in a sec. If you're on a standard variable rate or a tracker, that is immediately affected, especially the tracker, by what the base rate is. So if you happen to be on a tracker, and lots of people are, then you know that your monthly payment is not going to increase at the moment, which it already has gone up an awful lot, let's face it. But that there is some sort of comfort to be taken in that, because at the moment, every 6 weeks, people on trackers pay more money. With the fixed rate mortgages, and that's 80% of the mortgage market, having the base rate not increase gives the lenders the opportunity to lower their fixed rate products, which is what we're seeing. I mean, literally within half an hour of the announcement today, I had 2 lenders come online to me to say, good news, because of the announcement, we will be able to reduce our offerings, our products available in 2 days' time. And they were reducing rates by up to 0.3%. So if you're looking to remortgage, if you're looking to take out a fixed rate mortgage, your options are much better at the moment. So it can translate to more money in your pocket, basically, which is good.
We want to hear that, don't we? We don't hear that very often.
No.
Sally,
No,
great to get your expertise on this. That's Sally Mitchell, who's from The Mortgage Mum. This is BBC Radio Derby.